Well, my brothers and sisters, it seems we have returned to the wicked lands of Throne and Liberty, this evil plane of existence that holds beauty beyond any point of interest that your mind could possibly comprehend. If you've not been to these beautiful lands, then maybe you should check it out. It's kind of beautiful, but there's a lot of things people hate about Throne and Liberty, and I'm not going to lie, you guys, after some time of playing this game, I can see why some of you guys absolutely don't like it or can't stand it. There's a lot of weird glitches. Some of my subscribers have even told me in the comments, glitching under the map, some zones even being cut off, or the PvP just sucking, just a lot of things when it comes to Throne and Liberty, man, and I haven't really seen too many problems, but there is a few things that I've come across so far. Yes, I know, cue the lightning, the rain, and everything, because we're about to get dark. I don't like a lot of things in this game, but you guys, if there's one thing that does matter the most, it's the scenic visuals here, man. But yeah, we're gonna be just going over a little bit of everything in this game, not touching up on every single thing that's wrong with this game, because I've just been playing it a little bit over time, and I don't know, I just don't feel like I have more fun on this game than on Neverwinter. I just like the style of Neverwinter, how the UI is laid out on that game. I feel like is more simplistic, at least when you're on controller. I don't know, when I hopped on Throne and Liberty, even now, still sometimes I have a hard time getting used to the controls because they're just so confusing, and I don't know, the UI is really all over the place. The UI is the main thing, I gotta say, that just sucks in this game. It is so overcomplicated and just overly stimulating. It's like, what the shit? Am I looking at a piece of art, or am I looking at a math equation? That's what you'll think when you see the UI, you guys. Like, holy shit. And that's only getting started with some of the things that this game does to you that'll just piss you off, man. My goodness, what were the developers thinking on some of these decisions? I'm going to show you guys are just like, what the hell? But in all reality, I have a lot to experience on this game, so can't hold my opinion so strongly on things yet, because we're still at the start. But still, there's a few things, you guys, that kind of worry me when it comes to Throne and Liberty. But that's why we're taking these ventures through these beautiful lands. But anyways, my brothers and sisters, thank you for joining me today. I can't talk. In the beautiful land of Throne. Beautiful land? What is wrong with me? Welcome to the beautiful land of Throne and Liberty. So, one thing I don't like about this game, when you go to delete your character, you will have a pending timer that lasts 1 hour. I don't have any footage of it, but you guys can go try it. If you'd like to wait an hour, then go ahead. There are only 2 out of 2 characters that you can create. My game actually glitched out, so I had 1 out of 2 characters, and I went and made a second character, and the game glitched out, and it didn't show that I made that character, so it still showed 1 out of 2. So I went and tried to make a character a third time, and it glitched out, and it didn't show I made a character. It still showed I had 1 out of 2. So I reset the game, came back, saw that it deleted my character, and then it had my 2 new characters I made. So the game is just got a lot of little bugs and stuff. Like, you got to be careful with that type of stuff, because what if I had like an account with a bunch of stuff, and I was going to make a new character, and I didn't know it was glitching out, and then it accidentally overwrites my character. That's pretty scary. That's a pretty worrisome glitch. So that's one thing that really makes me want to stand back from this game. My friend and I were going to play. He didn't last but more than 10 minutes. He was like, let's just play tomorrow. He didn't even want to get invested. He walked maybe 3 steps and got off. The prices are another thing I want to talk about. I don't like how everything is priced perfectly at the exact amount, trying to trick me. Like, that is what I see when I look at the shop. I see that they are trying to trick me and get me to spend more money. I don't see honesty when I look at the shop. I see 600, there's a $10 price tag in the Lucent shop for, 500 Lucent, but there's things priced at 600, meaning if I want those things, I'll have to spend $20. It's a literal trick. Why are they perfectly priced just enough to where I need to spend more money? Why are you guys doing it like that? That really does drive me away from not wanting to play this game. Okay, this furniture, great, but why is that so expensive? Look at the prices. And for some of the, like, $20 for 1,125, you'll see some items that are 1,350, meaning you'll have to spend more money. Either $50 or $30, depending on what you actually really want. I mean, it's just ridiculous, like, the prices. This is furniture. Why is this so much money? Like, what is it going to do for me in the long run? This itself, too, a cactus and a few curtains and stuff is $20. This should be $10 or $5. That's what I would price it at. Honestly, if I released furniture in a game, yeah, it's going to be like $5, $10. It's not going to be crazy. Like, if you guys play Elder Scrolls, oh my god, the furniture prices on that game are stupid. They are just so, like, the biggest scammy thing in the world. But we're not just talking about the furniture prices. All these prices in general, to be real. I mean, my goodness. There's some things you can buy that are like $10. So, okay, so a minimum of $10, right? But some of the other items, all these prices on most of these items in here, if you really come in here and you look at the shop, they're all, like, priced specifically, perfectly enough some of the Lucent prices that you can buy, like for $20, you get 1,125, and then there's items that are like 1,350. So just you have to go and spend that extra $10, and so you're having to spend $30 now because the game is like tricking you. So it's like you're gathering more than what you really need for some of these skins, and it's just a really snaky. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like tricking the player like that. Keep the prices good and honest, and I would actually buy them. This is just trying to trick me and to get me to spend more money. I'm not doing that. No, thank you. And trust me, I know they need a certain amount of money to survive on their own as well as a, entire game as in itself. But I mean, still, if there's the right amount of players on the game, don't really need these crazy prices for all these items. Keep them reasonable. Maybe more people would be more engaged in what is in the shop. Look at Arc Raiders, that game that just came out. A lot of players said all these items in the shop are too expensive. What they do? Lower the prices. That's what a good developer will do. And this game is by Amazon, so a lot of these prices really were not surprising to me. And it makes me sick. Like, it makes me not want to play the game. Like, when I go play Neverwinter, everything that you can, is purchasable with money, you can acquire within that game with the in-game currency that you can go and grind, and it just, bam! There ain't nothing better than that. Like, that's great. But this game really does, like, take the notch on, like, fucking, it just reminds me of Elder Scrolls Online. Just everything is priced just so trickily, and I don't like it. Another thing that really bothered me while playing is just what's up with all the, everything is highlighted as if, it's just, that really takes away to so much. I'm sure it's a setting I can take off. So it's not something that we're really going to focus too much upon. So, yeah, and then, also the automatic attacking, we're not going to focus upon that because that's also something you can change. So, really, when it comes to the real world after, the first beginning stage, you're going to have a really boring time. That's at least what I felt like. After that whole beginning part, man, it was really cinematic and fun. I was like, wow, this game looks like it's going to be awesome and filled with just, all this cool stuff. But, I mean, I guess that's just to get the player to be, like, really enticed and to really attracted to whatever this universe has to offer. And, this is a good game. I do still think it's worthwhile playing, but there's little points and picks of which I don't like about this game. Especially the UI. Oh my god, the UI to me is just, Jesus, what is going on? I'm reading a dictionary. It's manageable, but when you open up, like, your area where the inventory is in the shop, there's, like, 80 different tabs, so when you first get on this game and you see that, you're gonna be like, what the shit am I even looking at? But in reality, though, isn't that all of us when we get on a new MMO? We're like, what the hell is going on? Because these games do require, learning and understanding and knowledge. You can't just jump on into them like you could Call of Duty or something and just start playing the game. You actually have to understand a lot of the different aspects that come with these games because they're really in depth. They're not just straightforward point and shoot and run and gun. There's, different types of, things that play into all these different battles you have and different areas. So that is things I like about, this game and every other MMO, of course. But after that whole starting area, I feel like I had a really boring time. I felt like I was just running around collecting things for missions, and it felt like this massive open world, but there wasn't really much to do, at least at the start of the game. And I'm sure there's more things going on later on in the game, but right off the start, like, that's my first impressions when I, see these beginner areas and stuff. I'm like, where's everybody? And there's people here. It's just the area's pretty massive. You just gotta kind of run around and explore for a little bit, but still, it's just kind of like, it feels like all this stuff's going on around you, but nothing really is. So it's strange. And look, this is still the beginning of the game, so, you have that whole super cinematic intro. It's, like, super cool, very, interactive and immersive. And then after that, you're going to have to go into these, these more main missions, and they're going to be really boring. You're going to be running around doing stuff you're probably not going to want to be doing. It's going to feel pretty grueling. But, I do like how easy it is to build the character in this game. It's just so simple. A little thing pops up on your screen. Which one do you want to click? The end. Like, that is the simplest thing ever. And so, yeah, that's great. But, I'm not just going to give up on this game after I find, little nitpicks of things that I don't like about it. I'm going to keep giving it a chance. I'm going to keep playing it. There's nothing that I've really seen that's like, what, I just can't play this so far. So I'm going to keep playing it. I'm going to give it a chance all up until we're in the later stages of the game. And, yeah, we're going to keep running through these lands and enjoying it. I just wanted to see, go into depth on some of the things on why I think might be the reason to why people don't like this game. Because, the reviews are very not good. They are just horrible. If you guys go and look at the Xbox store, PlayStation store, or the Steam store, they are horrible. I actually don't know if it's on the PlayStation store, so y'all have to check that for me. But they are horrible on just every shop I've looked at. Just 2 stars, horrible reviews. So I don't know what really is. Yeah, I think I might have touched up on some of the reasons, but I know there's other things that are just way worse than that when it comes to, like, the PvP and stuff. But anyways, you guys, thank you for joining me in the beautiful lands of Throne and Liberty, and I will see you next time. And whatever game we do next, I guess. Leave a like and a subscribe, and come on. And yes! I will see you next time in the beautiful lands of Throne and Liberty. I don't know why I said whatever game you'll see me on next. I'll be on Neverwinter next video. Bye-bye.